Hey everybody, and welcome to Slowpoke Racing, home of Ultimate Racing League, with our sponsors Prop Up and Co. Sorry about the delay. I say this quite a lot actually. Sorry about the delay. I'm just trying to get my laptop to sync. I have to check that we are broadcasting before I actually start these races. As I've said before, otherwise I sit here talking to myself or ourselves, as the case may be tonight, because we are once again joined by Paul. Paul, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome, Mark. Hello there, everybody. And yeah, another round. Here we go.
Yeah, it's great to have you back with us. So, Paul, after last week, myself and Paul, we covered the Pro Am 2 races, who we're with today, and back by popular demand is Paul. So it's great to have you with us. This week, where are we? We are in Florida at Daytona International Speedway. We're on the road circuit, so there are a few turns of this one. 3.5 miles, 12 turns. And of course, home to the famous Daytona 500 NASCAR race, the most prestigious of NASCAR races, so I'm told by Wikipedia, I think. Now, we're not clashing with the 24-hour race that's just took place there. I don't know if you caught any of that, Paul, but the guys have warmed the track up for us. So we will have a look down this grid after qualifying, and then we will see where we all are, and we'll get this race underway, shall we?
Do this.
So on pole position then we have Nordy. Now I believe this is Nordy's first time on pole, so looking forward to seeing what he can do from that position. So he obviously likes this track. Mini just behind him in second. Then we've got Keyboard Captain, been showing some good form lately as Keyboard Captain. I think he's had a couple of wins already, actually, so Keyboard Captain definitely one to keep an eye on. Mystic Clegg sitting in fourth. Hamid Ali is fifth on the grid. Again, another very quick driver who's found some form lately, so again, we'll keep an eye on that. Not that you could miss him in that bright orange McLaren. Koi Carp is in sixth. Seamus is in seventh. Sideways George is eighth. Always feel like a bag of what whenever I see that car, Paul. I just want what's it. We've got some actually. I'm not going to go and get them. I won't get them now. Flat B is 9th. Vane is 10th. Aussie Rooster 11th. There we go. We can have a bag of Watsits and a 7-Up.
That's it, and then wash it down with a 7-Up. Absolutely.
Then we've got Peter on he's 12th on the grid, with Stealth bringing up the rear in 13th, so a good turnout for this race. Now then, I'm going to go back here again, because this track always does like to throw up some incidents, especially at turn one, and even more especially when it's a grid start as we have here. So I'm going to stay at the back, and I'm going to keep this drone view going, just so we can keep an eye on what's happening at the front and see what's happening. So let's get underway, shall we, Paul? You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go. So if anybody pops in to see what's going on, say hello. Always nice to see the chat. Oh, now that Aussie Rooster failed to get that McLaren off the line, and Stealth had to take evasive action. So the guy's just getting really up to speed. You can see about 120 odd miles an hour already as they hit turn one. Now then, just keep an eye on what's happening up at the front. Oh, and yeah, I thought there was going to be a little bit of bashing there.
Well, not too bad.
We got away with that, didn't we? Now I think it may have been Vane who gave Seamus a bit of a nudge. But the main thing is they are all still racing, so that's good to see. So round turn two then, turn three, International Hairpin. We will go on board and do a on-board lap thing with somebody, shall we, later, Paul?
Yeah, go for it.
But for now, we'll just keep an eye on what's happening here, as Keyboard Captain has already got himself up into the lead. Now, as I said earlier, he's already had 2 wins this season. That I know of. It may even be 3, and he's not messing about, is he? He's just got himself out there in front. Mini following him, but Keyboard is going to try and get away from the rest of the pack. Let's have a look at this that's happening in P4 and 5. It is Grahamid, Mystic Clegg and Sideways George. Great track for drafting this one.
It is, yeah. And I was just wondering, where is our pole sitter gone? Nordy, our South African friend. He's completely... Did he get... something happened to turn one there, or have we lost him?
That is good. Shall we go? Let's just go back. Let's go back and have a look. Yeah, well spotted.
That was something.
Wow, that really was all the way to the back, wasn't it? Now then, what happened to Nordy? Quite right, all the way back to the beginning.
Now what was we saying prior to coming on here, Mark?
Wow, yeah. Now then, let me just get back to where we were.
I think he did actually hit the side there, to be fair, but yeah.
Yeah, but what Paul's actually referring to is this track is very well known for the first turn. Those little set of tyres that Nordy found, well, if you manage to miss those tyres, there is usually an invisible wall there. But both myself and Paul have noticed in our own races, we got very close to those tyres, but there was no wall. So we think that PD or GT7 or the powers that be have got it sorted out. But I think Nordy definitely hit the tyres, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
So unfortunately, his stealth has had a bit of an issue as well. So Nordy's got himself back up to 11th. Aussie Rooster into the pits. We've not even completed lap 1. So Aussie Rooster, we're going to leave him in the pits because we want to see what's happening out on track. But Aussie Rooster may have an issue actually that he's coming to the pits to try and get sorted. So as people start to settle down, let's have a look, shall we? Keyboard Captain, that's a great shot that is, isn't it? Keyboard Captain is out in the lead. Mini is second, Koi Carp third. Sideways in fourth, closely followed by Grahamid, Mystic Clegg in sixth, then Flat B, Vane, Pete, Nordy in 10th, Seamus, Stealth and Aussie. Now Aussie's back out again. Some technical issues, Paul, do you think?
Well, I was just thinking about that. I don't know. Well, yeah, I was going to say you either made a mistake of going in, but you can't really make a mistake of going in around here. So I'm wondering whether, and this is just a shout here, I don't know whether it's true or not, but I'm thinking, has he decided to not, because I think you're going to have to do a little bit of fuel saving, I think. And I'm wondering whether he just use a little bit and now he can go flat out to the end. I don't know. So it's not a tactic I would think
well,
I'm just, I don't know, mate. Unless there was an issue, but he was very quick. He came in and came out very quick. So
whatever it is, he's got sorted. I'm just looking at the fuel there. He's got the same amount of fuel as Stealth and Shame. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Why have we got?
Someone's there. Back. Yeah. Who's
that? It's Koi Carp. Well, we'll go back and have a quick look at this one. Oh, what a shame. Koi Carp in third. As they come up to the bus stop chicane, he just couldn't get it slowed down, could he? And it's resetting. What a horrible place to reset somebody. Right on the entry into the bus stop chicane. Hats off to the rest of the guys for avoiding him. But
I think luckily he was on the outside. I think it helped a little bit. But, I mean, I don't like the resets. I wish it would just... you just kind of get back on track
and keep going. I'm not sure if you can change the setting on that, but yeah, it is a shame. I think it was more dangerous resetting him onto the entry of the chicane than if it had just let him carry on.
Yeah, exactly.
But there we go. Koi Carp now down into 12th as we start lap 3. Aussie Rooster in 13th. So whatever issue he had, and hopefully he's got it all sorted, he's now down in 13th and playing catch-up, and that's quite a mountain to climb for Aussie Rooster. Yeah. As you can see at the top right, the pack are quite a distance up the road, but if anybody can do it...
Well, Weaver, did he? He sort of mucked up the start a little bit. I wonder whether he was having a sipper 7-Up at the start there.
Yeah, I think maybe somebody slipped some vodka into his 7-Up. That's what the problem is.
Yeah.
We've had a change of lead. Mini has managed to get by Keyboard Captain, so Mini's not going to let Keyboard Captain have it all his own way. So Mini now takes over the lead of this race. Keyboard Captain slots in behind him in second and tries to pick up the slipstream. Now, we've said every week, every race, I think we say how poor the slipstream is. This is a track that absolutely screams for slipstream. And it doesn't kick in, and you can see Keyboard Captain slowly dragging Mini in, but it doesn't really kick in, does it, until you get sort of within 300 metres of the 200 to 300 metres of the braking zone.
Yeah, but on which time it's too late.
It's too late, or you've got to pull off some sort of miraculous overtake or some kamikaze move. But for now, we've got a long way to go. We're only on lap 3 of 15. So Keyboard Captain, he's not panicking yet. He's just got to keep Mini within his sights. Sideways George, he's up to third in the What's It Mobile. And same thing, he's just got to keep the guys in within touching distance, as he is. Mystic Clegg serves that half a second penalty, probably picked up from the chicane. Flat B serving a penalty as well, which allows Grahamid to go through. Vane has also gone through. So these two having a bit of a nice tight race as they come down into turn one. And Vane having a bit of a sniff around the outside, but
it does work there, you know.
He's done it. He's got it done, but he's had to cut the corner to do it and picked up half a second penalty. But he's managed to get himself in front of Grahamid. So yeah, you're saying it does work there, Paul. You can overtake a turn one.
And if you can get pulled away far enough, that half a second ain't going to make too much difference.
It's
if
not.
You get far enough ahead of Grahamid.
It's in a decent position, isn't it? The penalty zone on the straight on the front straight.
Yeah, just before the start finish line, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. So Vane with that half second, but looking to try and pull away from Grahamid. It's not going to be an easy task, believe me, because as I said at the beginning, Grahamid really has found some speed this season. I raced with him on a Wednesday, and yeah, he's a tough guy to keep up with these days. So Grahamid, he will be looking to get a little bit closer to Vane. Then we've got Nordy, made his way back up to 7th now after that disaster on the first lap. Flat B is in 8th. Stealth is 9 with Koi Carp. Seamus in 11th. Pete in 12th and Aussie in 13th. Now Aussie's just about managed to catch up to the back of Pete, so Pete must have had an issue somewhere as well.
I think so.
These two could end up having a good old scrap, even though it is down for P12 and 13, but a scrap's a scrap, no matter where you are on the track.
Absolutely.
So back up to the top then, and although Minnie's out in front, this is where the battle is, isn't it? So shall we go on board with Mystic Clegg and see what it's like from his point of view? Well, he's got nowhere to go, has he? He's just got to sit there and wait for an opening. I wouldn't fancy...
They might take each other out then, you never know. In which case you can...
Yeah, I think that's what he's waiting for. I was just looking at the gap between them, and I thought, will he go for it? But no, he's just slotted in behind as they now come up towards turn 3 at International Horseshoe. Back on the power again. Sorry, Paul, go on.
I was going to say, you can see all the dirt and all that loose rubber on the outside of this track round here. It's really visible when you obviously don't want to be out there because, yeah, playing with the marbles for sure.
This is quite a bad turn for it as well. A bit later on in the race, it does get very dirty as you go wide, as you found out earlier on in your race.
I did. Yes, I did.
We don't want to dwell on that, do we? Too long.
We not go there now.
No. I'm the same. I had a disastrous first race, so second race was much better, but first race, just forget it. But we're on board with Mystic Clegg at the minute as we try and catch up to the back of Sideways George. We want to have a bit of a sniff around the rear end there, pick up the slipstream in. If we can get by Sideways and get ourselves in between Keyboard and Sideways, is all not that you're allowed to do a bit of bump drafting. Oh, Sideways gets himself out of shape into the chicane, but how did he hold on to that?
I don't know, but obviously Mystic Clegg, it's nothing he could do. There's no point in you not. He just slammed on his anchors, and well, fortunately, yeah, didn't make too much contact with Sideways. But yeah, how Sideways kept it going in the line that he should have, I don't know.
Did a fantastic job, the pair of them, to be honest. Sideways managed to hold on to it, and Mystic Clegg, what a job he did of avoiding an all-out collision there. So great racing between these two, but that's allowed Keyboard just to get a little bit further away up the road. And talking about people getting off up the road, look at Minnie go. He's not looking back, is he?
No, he's well, no, he's actually pulled a little bit of a gap now. He's quite a big gap he's got there over Keyboard, but I think Keyboard will probably wheel him in a little bit as it goes. We're only 6 into the 15, so we'll see.
No panic just yet. There's plenty of racing ahead of us, but at the minute it is Minnie, Keyboard captain of Sideways George, that have got their places booked on the podium at the minute. Sideways George has got to keep his eye on that mirror though, because Mystic Clegg looks like he's on a bit of a mission as he pushes right up to the back of Sideways. And look at Nordy, started on pole position. He really does like this track, doesn't he? He started on pole position, had an absolute disaster at turn 1, which put him all the way to the back, and he's now managed to work his way through the grid and up into 5th position, and we're on your lap 6, so definitely one to keep an eye on.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's put in the fastest lap as well to this point. So he's obviously on a big charge. I mean, yeah, I mean, from going off at turn 1 to being probably near the back somewhere to getting himself up to 5th, as you say, 6 laps in. This is a great race, or great driving by him. There's a new one on me, to be fair. I've never come across Nordy, I'll be honest.
I think he's done quite a few races, actually, Nordy, but I think I've seen him in a couple of other races, but not that much. So, yeah, he's showing some great pace, as you've said. So, up to 5th at the minute. No pit stops scheduled, apart from Aussie Rooster, which we still don't know why he came in. But, Aussie, if you're watching, let us know. But no pit stops scheduled. It is just an out-and-out sprint race on soft tyres. Race 2, there will be a change. Oh, now then, what's happened there? Mystic Clegg, did he get that all wrong at turn 1, or was Nordy just exceptionally quick?
I think Nordy's just quick, if I'm honest. I really do. I think he's really reeled him in. Yeah,
definitely. I think sideways he's going to come under attack as well. He's going to have to keep an eye on the mirror, actually, sideways, because Mystic Clegg definitely wants to move up onto P2, but Nordy is on his way and on a charge. Let's have a look a bit further down. We've got Flat B in 6. He's having a bit of a battle now with Vane. Vane has a look up the inside as they go around turn 5, down towards turn 6. This is where they rejoin the main track again, side by side. Oh, this is going to be tight. This is not the place to go tight.
Yeah, you don't want to be squeezing in there.
Oh, and Vane goes all the way around the outside. He's still hanging it in there, and Koi Karp's decided he fancies having a look at this as well. Koi Karp's going to have a bit of a sniff around. He's actually got nowhere to go, so Koi Karp is giving... well, he has. He's got through. Let's jump on board with Koi Karp, shall we? Look at this. We've got Vane down in A. Fantastic stuff. Now then, this is the one that's going to be tight because they're coming up to the bus stop chicane. Who is going to give it up? Oh, and I think, do you know what? Flat B, I think, just backed out of that one.
Yeah,
and
he did.
So he should. A great racing from Flat B. I think if he'd have carried on, that would have been an almighty pile-up, and it would have been Vane or Grahamid that would have benefited from that. But fantastic stuff. Flat B and Koi Karp still going at it, Paul.
He didn't fancy it, did he? Flat B through there. He thought, "Nah, I tell you what, I'll you have that. I'll slot in behind you." But Grahamid, yeah, he's the one who's benefited from these free car slipstream.
What a wise decision. Now it is almost 3 wide into turn 1 as Flat B goes very wide. Get back in. Grahamid just... Oh, look at this. This is fantastic stuff. I was Koi Karp across the grass.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Side by side now as they go around Horseshoe. It is Vane who's moved up into 6th. Grahamid benefited from most of that and moved up into 7th. Flat B in 8th and Koi Karp in 9th as they settle down just for a few minutes before they crack on again. Into turn 5 we go. Let's have a look. It is still Vane in 6th. This is where the fight is taking place, isn't it? We will have a look down the rest of the grid, obviously, but fantastic racing for these two, and they're still going at it. Look at this. Koi Karp. Is it Koi Karp?
It's Flat B and Koi Karp, yeah.
Flat B and Koi Karp are still having a go at turn 6, back onto the main track, and they're side by side. Koi Karp having to go high. Wow, his drink will definitely be spilling now as it leans down. I'm not quite sure what the degrees of that bank is. Do you know, Paul? It's bloody steep, I know that.
I think that's the technical word for it. Yeah, I think that is the degrees. Bloody steep.
Bloody steep is into the chicane we go, and Flat B gets his nose in there just ahead of Koi Karp. But fantastic stuff from these boys. Let's just see what's out there. I just don't want to leave this. I really don't want to leave this. This is a fantastic battle. Flat B and Koi Karp still at it. Nothing really between them. Flat B has got the inside as they go around the front stretch, heading towards the start-finish line. As they pass the pit entry and into turn 1, it looks like Flat B is just about going to get there ahead of Koi Karp. But as we've seen, you can actually get the overtake done around the outside. But I was going to say not this time. But who's that that's gone wide? It looks like Vane.
And Flat B, so both went wide.
Vane went wide. Grahamid moves up into P6. Vane drops down to 7th. Koi Karp is in 8th and Flat B in 9th. Oh, let's just have a look. Let's have a calm down, shall we, and a breather and see what's happening elsewhere. Stealth is in 10th. He's got a nice gap back to Seamus, who's sitting in 11th. They can see the backs of the other cars, so it gives them something to aim at.
Yeah, it gets a little bit lonely now when you haven't got nothing to really work off. But yeah, Shames has got Stealth there. Stealth can obviously see the others. So as you say, something to try and get your teeth into if you can get near them.
I mean, to be fair, if you're looking at the lap times, Nordy's got the fastest lap at the minute at 1:47.3. Seamus is putting in 48.60, so he's not a million miles off the pace. So obviously whatever's happened has put him all the way down there, but you can see he's getting the purple sectors clocked up.
Yeah, so yeah, as I say, I think that the back, the two cars at the back, I don't know who it is actually, but I think probably Aussie and...
I think it's Aussie and Pete.
Yeah.
Aussie and Pete.
They were having their own little battle as well, them two. And I think, Aussie's got in front of Peter now, hasn't he? So, yeah, still something to play for at the back here.
It is, as you say, it's nice to have somebody else to have a bit of a battle with. It can get very lonely. And if you look at the top right, you can see there is quite a gap between Pete, is the red triangle, and Seamus. Let's have a look. There's Seamus. So there is quite a gap there. And on lap 9 of 15, that's probably a big ask for them to catch up. But Aussie and Pete will be enjoying their race anyway. Let's have a look back up at the top and see what's happening. We've kind of ignored Mini, haven't we? But he's got quite a decent gap back to Keyboard Captain. Keyboard Captain, as I said earlier, had a couple of wins under his belt. But Mini looks to be putting a stop to Keyboard's winning streaks. And he's got himself looking very comfortable, actually, at the minute. There's probably, what, couple of seconds between the two?
Well, again, it looks pretty stable, that gap. But yeah, it actually does look like he's pulled another few tenths away from Keyboard there.
Well, once we get towards the end of this lap, we'll jump on board maybe with Mini and we'll do a lap. But the battles have kicked off again then, as Nordy's having a fantastic recovery race. He's now up into P4, just ahead
I think
of
he's
Mystic
just
Clegg.
taken Mystic Clegg. He must have literally just taken him.
So Mystic Clegg,
into the oval.
He's not that far behind, is he? So I think you're right. I think he just about took him. Should I say. So Mystic Clegg fighting back, and if he can get into that slipstream before they hit the chicane, he's not going to make the move before they get to the bus stop chicane, but hopefully he'll get a little bit closer. And there we go. You can see that gap definitely reducing as they safely go through there. Grahamid in 6, not that far behind actually. Then we've got Vane. These guys have decided to calm down a little bit, although Flat B, I don't think, quite got the memo, and he's having another pop now at Koi Cop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and I'm going to jump on board with Mini as he's going to take us around the track. So into turn 1 then with Mini, past the invisible wall that we don't think is there anymore, through turn 2. A little bit of a chicane section there, and then up towards turn 3, International Horseshoe, this tight, almost hairpin bend at turn 2. Very easy to lose the back end as you try and get the power down there. So carry on through turn 4 at Porsche Platz, and then we are into West Horseshoe at turn 5. Again, another very tight right hand hairpin bend. Then it's back on the power as early as you dare, using all the runoff on the left hand side towards turn 6, and then we're back on to the main track, the NASCAR track itself. And now it is just foot planted firmly on the noisy pedal all the way down towards the start finish line. Well, I tell a lie, we are going to ease off a little bit for the chicane.
I've got the chicane. Yeah,
I'm getting myself mixed up. I thought we'd gone through the chicane. So as we head towards the chicane, this is the bus stop chicane, also known as Le Mans chicane for some strange reason. Oh no, Mini, you're supposed to be taking us through there and not crashing.
Well, we got a nice close-up of what round those tyres are anyway, didn't we?
What a shame for Mini. What an absolute disaster for Mini. Well, do you know what? Let's go back and have a look, because I couldn't quite see what he did wrong there. Hopefully we'll get a better view this time.
There's too much grass.
Yeah,
well,
I think he did. I think he got the grass and he just couldn't correct it quick enough. What a shame for Mini. I wonder if that was our fault for sitting on board with him.
Well, maybe it's the weight. Maybe the weight of us sitting with him in the camera in the back seat. Yeah,
he does get an extra point though for the livery. If we have a look at that, he's got the Slowpoke logo and the YouTube channel on the back. So an extra point for Mini if the points guys are watching. What a shame for Mini, but we'll carry on anyway with him. So we're now back onto the front stretch. We said we were going to do a lap, and this is what we're going to do. Past the penalty zone, and there's the pit entry for race 2 there on the left. And then it is all the way across the start-finish line there. And we are now up to lap 12. So we'll leave Mini alone and let him cuss and curse.
Yeah, I mean, I'm properly gutted for him because he had a lovely little lead there over keyboard captain. The keyboard captain now, of course, was rubbing his hands thinking, lovely, I'll have some of this. And puts in the fastest lap as well, 1:46.9. So... yeah, I think it's probably done and dusted in all truth now.
It's one of those bittersweet pills, isn't he? He's going to love to get the win if he gets it. We've just seen what's happened to Mini, so he's still got to complete the race. But it'd be nice to get the win, but I'm sure he wouldn't want it that way. He'd rather have a proper battle and take the win. But points are points, and I'm sure Keyboard is not going to slow down. He's having a bit of a weave there. Maybe he thinks he's got some dirt on his tyres. There is something definitely upsetting him. But down in front,
you're watching him.
Sorry, go.
I say he knows you're watching him. That's why.
Whoever we go on board with tend to crash. Sideways George up into second. Fantastic from Sideways George, and moves himself up into P2. Then we've got Nordy. Well, so far driver of the day for me. What a comeback!
Got to be.
What a comeback from Nordy. And the race isn't over yet. We are just coming towards the end of lap 12. So 3 more laps to go. So there is nothing to stop Nordy actually getting up there on the second step of the podium, because he is having a right good sniff around the rear end of Sideways' car as he pulls to the side of him. No bump drafting allowed, which is why Nordy has had to pull out. If anybody's wondering why they don't sit behind each other and bump draft, we don't allow it in the Ultimate Racing League. It's one of those controversial things, isn't it, Paul? With some are for it, some oh no, Nordy! Oh, well, what do you make of? I don't know. What do we make of that?
Well, I was going to say about the bump drafting. Some of us like it, some of us don't. But going back to this incident, well, I mean, here we are again. He got himself just up to second place, going into turn 1 now. You think, yeah, he gets it round the outside. Lovely little move on the brakes, and then what happens? It just comes around on him. Absolute. Oh, look at Sideways. That's just.
You know that. Well, I don't know what to say really. Sideways George, looking at that, he got pointed off. He actually corrected Nordy.
Yeah, I can't believe that he's actually corrected him and actually put him back onto the racing line.
It's pushed
Nordy. And he keeps at second place. And yet Sideways is down in about 7th now? Yeah, so
Sideways down in 7th. I don't know.
I mean, there's nothing absolutely you can do about that. Sideways, nothing Sideways could have done about it. He literally got T-boned, if you like, there, and he had nowhere to go. It was just one of those things, freak things.
I don't know, should Nordy have given the place back? I don't know. He just lost control, didn't he, on the exit of turn 1? But
it was. If he was intentional kind of push, Mark, I'd probably say yes. I mean, it's harsh on Sideways, but to be fair, he was out of control. He tried to correct it, and he just came back round. He had nowhere to go, and it was just one of them things. So very unlucky.
What a strange incident. But now Nordy's having to fight with Mystic Clegg now. So Mystic Clegg moves up into second. I say temporarily. He's got Nordy all over the back of him. As they come up towards the chicane, Nordy just easing off a little bit, doesn't want to run into the back of Mystic Clegg. He doesn't want to have another incident this close to the finish of the race. And look at Grahamid go. Grahamid in P4 as he tries to chase down the 2 guys in front. Keyboard captain, well, done and dusted, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so now. I mean, Grahamid, Mr. Consistent. I mean, he's up there 4th, looking really good. I mean, Nordy, I think probably got done by Mystic Clegg because he probably had damage from that hit, which obviously slowed him down. But yeah, that's it's not over here, is it, at the top?
It's not over now because Grahamid fancies his chances of getting on the podium as well. He's definitely dragging Nordy back. Now, we've seen what a great comeback Nordy has had in this race, but has he got damage? No, he's got no damage now. It's all...
No, it's probably reset, but I think originally when Mystic took him, I would imagine he would have had damage at that point. But
well, at the minute. Grahamid is having a go side by side as they approach turn 5.
Great move.
And Grahamid has got the job done at turn 5 at West Horseshoe, heading down towards turn 6 now. Now then, the fuel light is on, but that's not really going to matter. They should get another lap out of this, or yeah, they should do, I think. Let's have a look. Keyboards,
going to be close,
Mystic and Grahamid, they're okay for fuel. So Nordy really has not been sparing the horses at all, has he? Dropped down to you know,
I wonder whether that's why he slowed down, Mark.
Yeah,
whether he's just been having to do a bit of fuel saving.
Just about to say the same thing. I think he's having to do a bit of fuel saving. He's certainly not short shifting, so he may have put the old fuel map up to 3 or 4 just to ensure that he gets to the end of the race. It's just damage limitation now, isn't it, for Nordy? If he can stay in about P4, if he pushes any more, I think he's a good chance of him running out of fuel. Vane is in 5th. He's got half a second penalty, which he will be serving pretty shortly, which is going to give Mini a chance to get by. There we go, the yellow bar starting to fill up above Vane's car. So Mini goes by as Vane serves his penalty. So Mini moves up now into P5 and is staring at the back, actually, of Nordy. So Nordy almost going backwards at the minute.
Well, yeah, so obviously Mini had spent a lot of time out front. He had that lead, then had that big off, but here he is. He's going to be attacking Nordy, and I think he might get him in this last lap. He might get himself at least up to 4th place here, which would be a good recovery.
I think he's got to be careful of the fuel, the same as Nordy have. They're both about the same. Well, as we look down the grid, everybody is about the same for fuel-wise. Koi Carp having a bit of a look at Seamus Cash as they go around turn 3. Then we've got Sideways in 9th, we've got Flat B in 10th, Stealth in 11th, Pete in 12th and Aussie Rooster in 13th. Everybody's struggling with the fuel now, but we are on the last lap, lap 15 of 15 for this first race. Keyboard Captain looks to have this race pretty much sewn up. It's, as they say, it's his to lose, although it's gifted to him, I think. It will be fair to say. Mystic Clegg in 2nd. Had a decent race, I think, as Mystic Clegg. I think he would have enjoyed this one. He got in there. He's had a good old fight, hasn't he? With who was it he was fighting with? It was Koi Carp, wasn't it? There was about 4 of them. But had a good old fight.
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 of them there, weren't there? But
Grahamid in 3rd. Ooh, look at the fuel! Look at the fuel!
Mystic Clegg. Oh, hang on. Where was that?
Look at the fuel! They are now literally running on fumes. But let's have a look. Keyboard Captain just about to approach the start-finish line and take the win. So well done to Keyboard Captain. Mystic Clegg is going to get 2nd. Fantastic racing from him. He'll have a big old smile on his face, and why not? Grahamid across the line. Do any of them flash their lights when they cross the line? No. Grahamid across the line in 3rd. Nordy gets 4th. Mini gets 5th. Vane is 6th. Seamus is going to cross the line to take 7th, just ahead of Koi Carp in 8th. Flat B, oh, it's going to be a race to the finish there. Flat B in 9th, Stealth 10th, Sideways 11th. Aussie, well, what a shame for Aussie. Didn't have the best of starts, did he? Having to come into the pits to get some sort of technical issues sorted, but Aussie comes in 12th with Pete in 13th. So, as we are live, we are not going to disconnect or anything silly like that. What we're going to do is we're going to exit this, and then we're going to go and find race 2, and we're going to carry on with this. If I can remember where I put them. I do this so often, but I always forget where I put them. There we go.
That was a fantastic race, though, Mark. That was, I mean, there was some real, well, unusual things going on in there. 1 or 2, a couple of times there that I would never have thought you'd see. But there you go. But what a race that was in the end.
Absolute fantastic really races. Traditionally, these kind of races, Daytona and the longer races, tend to be a little bit boring because people spread out. But these guys have just kept it so close. It was a great race, wasn't it? So let's have a look. It is a reversed grid. So we're going to have a look down the grid order now and see where we all are, and then we'll get this second race underway. Again, 15 laps. Now the difference with this one is there is a scheduled pit stop. Mandatory tyres are mediums and hards. Minimum of 2 laps on each compound, so I'm not quite sure what the McLarens are like for tyres, but maybe pitting around about lap 6, something like that for the hard tyres. We shall see. We shall see. So let's have a look down the grid order, shall we? So they're very close together, aren't they? Pete is in pole position. Aussie Rooster is second. Sideways Georgie's third. Stealth is fourth on the grid with Flat B in fifth. Koi Carp sixth. Seamus is seventh. Vane is eighth. Mini ninth. Nordy 10th. Grahamid 11th. Mystic Clegg in 12th. And Keyboard Captain in 13th. The race 1 winner. Back up to the top. In fact, no, we won't. We'll do what we did before. We're going to start at the back so we can see what's happening. Because I've got a feeling this one might be a little bit more interesting at turn 1.
Well, I think so with the mix of tyres that's out there. And I think quite a lot of people, from what I could see anyway, when you was going through your grid, there was quite a few on the hard tyres, starting on the hard tyres. So this is going to be interesting.
We'll have a check of that in a minute. So, yeah, again, up to about 120, 130 miles an hour before hitting the brakes into turn 1. Now then, Keyboard Captain going wide. I think he's just trying to stay out of the way. Let's have a look and see if everybody... Oh, no, there we go.
There we go.
There we go. So I think Stealth was... We'll stay with Stealth because I think he was... Oops, sorry, guys, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. I think Stealth was kind of involved in this. I did see his car go. So a quick look behind us. And, it's all getting a bit touchy-feely on there. Oh, there we go. Yes. It is Stealth and it's Seamus, both facing the wrong way. Not the best of starts. It should be a safety car, shouldn't it? Now then, have they called a safety car? Let's have a look. This will be interesting. 2 cars off the track. Let's go up to the top. Now then, let's have a look at the old speed. And no, Pete is still going for it. So, do you know what? I don't think safety car's been called.
Look like it. No, they've gone anyway.
Answers on a postcard, please. Should that have been a safety car? 2 cars off the track. But never mind.
In fairness to Stealth, and I mean, I don't know about Seamus. He was a little bit behind Stealth, but in fairness to Stealth, I don't think there was much he could do. He got punted up the back, I think, and I think it all come from with the rear.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And it was just a domino effect, and yeah.
I think, to be fair, it looked like, we'll let the stewards dig that one out, but I think to me it looked like Stealth and Seamus were both just passengers there. But it's gone, and we are carrying on racing, so let's have a look, shall we, at the tyres. So Pete out in front on the medium tyres, Aussie Rooster just behind him, also on the mediums. Flat B, excuse me. Currently sitting in P3, he's on the hard tyres, closely followed by Mini, also on the hard tyres. Quite a battle kicking off now, mid-pack again as Vane picks up half a second penalty. He's on the mediums. We can see Mystic Clegg and Keyboard Captain side by side as we come around turn 12, heading towards the start-finish line again. Mystic Clegg just ahead. Graham's trying to get involved as well. So Mystic Clegg, Keyboard Captain on the hard tyres, so putting up a good fight. Oh, there's 4 of them are battling away now for P5 and the 3, 5, 6 and 7 having a right good go into turn 1. Let's see what happens here as Keyboard Captain having to go all the way around the outside of Grahamid, but fantastic racing there. Gave each other the room that they needed. Poor old Vane having a right good sniff around the back. They got absolutely nowhere to go. He's tried desperately to find a route through, isn't he? Getting a bit touchy-feely there with Grahamid.
Sticking his nose in there. Yeah,
absolutely. He's trying to find a way through. Vane is on the medium tyres, so he's trying desperately, as he should. He's got to get past these guys on the hard tyres. Because
when he noticed who the guys are, Mark? Have you seen the guys in front of him? These are all the guys that you've got to remember who are at the back of the grid here, because these are the ones that all finished in that top 4 in race 1. So to get themselves up into 5th, 6th, 7th place, whatever it is now, I mean, that's great.
And they're going to be on the medium tyres a bit later on. Grahamid certainly will. He's on the hards at the minute. I think Keyboard's on the hards as well. Vane on the mediums. Koi Carp on the mediums. Seamus on the mediums. Nordy. No. Oh, Nordy. What happened?
Not exactly what he's done here. This is one of them corners, and it's very easily done.
Too much power, too early.
They're going to go round on him now, I think.
Yeah, there we go.
In fairness to him, he tried to correct it, but no.
Very easy done there. Very easily done at that turn. But Nordy, he's on the hard tyres as well. Although we're in the Florida sunshine, they're not quite going to be hot enough yet to give him the grip he wanted to take that corner at the speed he did. So unfortunately Nordy finds himself all the way down at the back again.
let's see what he can do in this one.
Almost carbon copy of,
well,
yeah, a carbon copy of race 1. He's ended up at the back, didn't he? I'm just having to turn the laptop off because it's throwing a right wobbly at me. There we go. So back up to the top then. Pete looking very comfortable at the minute, with Aussie Rooster just behind him. Then we've got Flat B. I need a wider camera angle actually so that we can see the distance between these guys, and it's not that great, is it, as they come into turn 1. Flat B really got stuck in. He's having a fantastic battle, wasn't he, in race 1, so he knows how to mix it up with Domestic Clegg just behind him in 4th. I think he was involved in the battle with Flat B, wasn't he, in race 1?
He's looking pretty quick there. Who's it going up the inside?
Oh, it's Keyboard Captain. I think it was Keyboard Captain. He managed to get the job done, but couldn't get the car slowed down enough, which has given Mini the opportunity to get alongside him again. But Keyboard Captain's just keeping his nose in front. Yeah. Both on the hard tyres, so nothing really between the two of them as they come into turn 5. Muhammad Ali just sniffing around the back there, just waiting for a mistake from either of the two guys in front of him. And Vane also, he's there waiting for the opportunity, although Vane is on the medium tyre, so again it's another
no.
Very squirrely, same as Nordy there.
Just on there, Mark. It's difficult, sorry, to come across you there, but I think what it is that you're hitting the tri-oval, obviously, or the oval at that point, and it's that camber, that's that change of level on the circuit that knocks the car, and that's really difficult to get that. Got to be really careful.
He did well to catch it, and to be fair, did the sensible thing there as well. He could see the danger, couldn't he? In fact, you know what? I'm going to go back and have another look at this, because look at this, is fantastic stuff. You can see Vane trying to find a way past Grahammed and Mini. Then the gap opens up in between the two of them. He thinks, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I? 3 wide, it's not going to happen in this chicane. And Vane, quite rightly, just backs out of that one. Mini did the same, although Vane got a little bit squirrely, didn't he, on the exit. But, had a penalty. That was unlucky. I think he did the right thing there, Paul. He just backed out, didn't he?
Yeah, you know what? I can relate with that a little bit. I had the same situation when you're coming up behind 2 drivers that are basically blocking the circuit in front of you. Of course, you can't bump drive, so you can't go hitting them up the rear. So you've kind of got to back off a little bit to just try to avoid hitting them or touching them, but you can't go anywhere. So you've got to lift. So he's in a difficult position there.
He was, but in lifting, you're actually compromising your own speed, and you start losing a bit of ground on the car in front. But
exactly.
Still, I do still think it was the right decision, and it was a good decision from Vane.
Yeah, getting yourself the filling in the sandwich ain't a good place to be. So he probably did the right thing there, to be fair.
So let's go back up to the top and have a look now. Then, Peter, no, what is happening now? Peter has just been mugged. Call the police.
And again.
What has happened? And again, he's gone from I'm sorry, guys. We're going to have to go back and have a look, aren't we? Because I want to see what happened here. He's picked up some damage, so he may have, I don't know what he's done there. He's picked some damage up somehow. But Pete, carrying that damage is obviously going to slow him down. Mystic Clegg decides he's going to have a go. It gets a bit touchy-feely, that does, doesn't it? And poor old Pete there suffered. Flat B goes by. Keyboard Captain goes, it's a mugging. Call the police, get a statement. Pete has gone from leading this race to P5. Damage repaired now, so the nanobots have done their job. He can get back on it again. I was going to talk about his tyres, to be fair. He's on the medium, so he's going to, I think, go to, what do you reckon, about lap 9?
I did mine to 9. I mean, I know it's a different car to what we drive, but I think I was 9 on my car, so yeah.
I'm just going on a previous race that I covered. So lap 9, I think, for mediums, lap 6 for hards, something like that. So Pete now fighting back against Keyboard Captain as they come into the chicane. We've got about 6 or 7 cars here, all pretty bunched up. So this is great stuff here. We've got Keyboard Captain desperately trying to catch up to Flat B, who's currently holding on to P3, but Aussie Rooster and Mystic Clegg, look how close the 3 of these guys are as they come around the final turn on the front straight, or the front stretch rather, past the penalty zone, past the pit lane entry. Now then, Are they going to go 3 wide into turn 1? Not the wisest of moves, but, well, who knows what these guys are going to do. And it's Flatby and Aussie Rooster. It's all, again, it's getting a bit touchy-feely, kissy-kissy as they go through, but they're still facing the right way, which is the main thing. Aussie Rooster and Flatby still going at it as they come up towards turn 3 at the horseshoe.
But yeah, just
Mystic Clegg
himself.
Can get away. Oh, and look at the battle going on as well. Grahamid and Pete. They're having another little fight as well at the horseshoe. Grahamid comes out on top and gets onto the back of Keyboard Captain as they come into turn 5 then for the 5th time.
He got mugged again, exactly the same place there, Mark. What happened is he just outbroke himself, nearly ran into the back of another car. I don't know who it was. And then that obviously slowly compromised his exit, and that's what allowed Grahamid to get. And
he's got the hard tyres to look forward to as well. So yeah, it did. Yeah, Grahamid benefited from that little mistake of Pete. So Grahamid up to 5th. Quick look behind as you can see Pete in 6th, and well, he's dropping away, isn't he? Because Grahamid is just about hanging on to the slipstream of the 2 cars in front of him. So he's almost getting a double slip. Not that it makes any difference until you get right on top of the chicane, and into the chicane we go.
Oh, it looks wide.
Oh, this could get scared. Oh. Do you know, I'm sitting here clenching for Grahamid there.
Well, all 3 of them really sort of nosed that up, didn't they?
Look at Pete.
Except for Peter, he thought, hang on, boys.
Pete has just absolutely benefited. Oh, yeah, of course we're going to go back and have a look. Of course we are. Let's have a look from Pete's point of view. So it all gets very messy for the cars in front. I thought Grahamid had actually benefited the most from that, but straight through the middle. As he gives them a bit of a wave as he goes through. Look at the car jigging about. He's loving it. He's bouncing up and down in his seat and everything there, isn't he, Pete? Up to P3 he goes. Grahamid in P4. Then we've got Keyboard Captain and Flatby just having to resettle themselves in 5th and 6th. Oh, and Grahamid is the first to pull the trigger. There we go. End of lap 5. Grahamid is into the pits to get rid of those hard tyres. Keyboard Captain and Flatby carry on going. Try and catch up to the back of Pete, who seems to go quite deep into turn 1. But he's back on it again. So up to the top. Mystic Clegg on the medium tyres. He'll want to take them as far as he possibly can. It'll be the fuel, I think, that brings the medium guys in. Aussie Rooster in 2nd. This is a much, much better race from Aussie Rooster. He'll be enjoying this one, I think. Saves him going round on his own.
He had a terrible race one.
Saves it all on his lonesome, wasn't he, I think, for most of the race. We've got Pete in P3 at the minute. He'll have a bit of a smile on his face, I think, because he was leading for, well, a good chunk of this race, wasn't he, at the beginning. Then got mugged, and then, well, practically given P3 back. Keyboard Captain in 4th. Now then, is Keyboard going to come in at the end of this lap? I sort of predicted lap 6 for the hard guys. Grahamid has already come in and made his pit stop, the first of the guys to do so. Let's we'll just see if Keyboard Captain comes in. Flatby also on the hard tyres. Oh, now no, another fantastic battle taking place as we come towards the chicane again. It always seems to be happening near the chicane, doesn't it? Side by side into the chicane again. It is Vane and Seamus Cash, but this time they managed to survive. Oh, I say I say that now then. Who was that?
Stage right. Oh my God.
Who was it? I don't know who it was.
Minnie, I think.
Was it?
I believe so.
Yes, it was. You're right. That was a good old door swipe. Got the exit completely wrong, didn't he? The car just decided to let go. And a good old side swipe of Barry R there. Poor old Minnie down in 9th. So we'll just jump forward.
He was catching up, but yeah,
there we go.
In pit lane now.
Into the pits. Keyboard Captain. Minnie's in. Nordy is in. Grahamid Ali already made his stop. He's just coming around turn 12 now at the front stretch. Heading towards that pit entry. Now then, I'm just having a look at the fuel. The fuel is starting to go in on Keyboard Captain's car. Mystic Clegg carries on. He's out in front. Nice little cushion back to Aussie Rooster at the minute. Excuse me. Pete is in third, Flatby is fourth, Seamus is in fifth, all on the medium tyre. Oh, I say all
they're
of them.
just going to let the fuel. They're just going to run the fuel down as far as they possibly can, Mark. Before there's no point in them coming in any earlier. You might as well just run the fuel down until you start to come in.
Absolutely. No, I was going to say they're all on the medium tyres, but they're not. Flat B having a fantastic race on those hard tyres. He's currently sitting in P4, decides, no, don't want to come in, I'm quite comfortable as I am. So he might be doing the same thing. He might just be running it till he runs out of fuel.
Well, he's in fourth place. Let's be honest. He's in a good place. So yeah, why not?
Stay there. We've got Seamus in fifth. He's on the medium tyres. Then we've got Vane and Koi Cart, both on the mediums as well. So they're pretty close together at the minute. So I'm expecting Koi Cart to try and make a move on Vane any second now, because as we've mentioned earlier, there is no bump drafting allowed. So Koi Cart will have to make the move, and you can see he goes high and wide as he comes down then from that embankment. Has to pull out again to go alongside Vane. So as we come up towards turn one, it seems to be turn one and the chicane where it's all happening, doesn't it?
Well, you see him going around the outside here at turn one, you think no chance, but actually we've seen some guys pull it off. I mean, Koi Carp didn't on that occasion, but yeah, a lot of them have gone around the outside there and actually have pulled that move off.
Yeah, you can get a bit of grip from it, can't you? It is quite a wide entry into turn one, isn't it? So you can get away with it. Let's have a look. Sideways is in seventh. Then we've got Flat B and Stealth into the pits. So it's their turn to come in, get rid of those hard tyres and get some medium boots on. Grahamid down in 10th. I really thought Grahamid would have made up a bit more ground, actually, because he pitted.
He's going to grab a couple of spots here, isn't he?
Yeah, he pitted a bit earlier. Now, Keyboard Captain's having a good old battle with him. Keyboard Captain with a fresh set of tyres on. Grahamid's tyres are about 2 or 3 laps older because he came in, I think it was lap 5, wasn't it? I think Grahamid came in.
It was, yeah.
But Keyboard goes through in P8, Grahamid in 9th. Flat B just come out of the pits as well, so Flat B is out on a fresh set of medium tyres, so he's going to be looking to do some catching up. I've just seen somebody coming out there. We've got Mini, we've got Nordy, and we've got Stealth out on a fresh set of tyres as well. Let's just have a look. I think Nordy pitted, he must have pitted a little bit earlier or didn't put as much fuel in. Same with Mini. So Mini, Nordy and Stealth down 11, 12 and 13. We started with 13th, didn't we? So we've not lost anybody. No, we've not lost anybody.
I don't think so.
So back up to the top then, and Mr. Clegg with, well, it seems to be an even bigger cushion now, doesn't it? He's out in front. Yet to make a pit stop though, as Mr. Clegg, as he takes turn one for the 9th time.
Well, we said about 9 laps, didn't we? This, I mean, I don't know what he's got fuel-wise. I mean, he may have one more in it. I'm not sure, but I fancy he probably will come in at the end of this one.
Yeah, I think he will. The fuel light has literally just come on as we were talking about it. So, yeah, I think it's probably the right move. It's just a gap, isn't it? Now then, Ozzy's still got to come in. Seamus has got to come in. Vane has got to come in. Let's have a look, see who's the nearest to him that has pitted. So, Keyboard Captain really is the nearest to him. We've got Pete and Sideways in 6 and 7. They're just fueling up now. As Keyboard goes through, Grahamid goes through. So Keyboard up to 6, Grahamid in 7th. Excuse me.
So going to grab it. I reckon he's going to grab that lead. It looks like a big gap back, but it's quite a long pit stop here at Daytona.
It does. Well, Keyboard Captain's in 7th, and Pete has come out just ahead of him. Keyboard's just managed to get ahead of Pete. Well, Pete's just been mugged again because Grahamid's gone through. So, Keyboard, yeah, I think you're right. So, the top 5 have all yet to pit. The nearest to him, as you've quite rightly pointed out, Paul, is Keyboard Captain. He's on the medium tyres as well. So, yeah, it's there for the taking, isn't it, for Keyboard? And Grahamid, to be fair. Grahamid's sticking to the back of Keyboard Captain, not letting him get away. Both on the medium tyres.
So our leader's going to be coming in now. So let's have a look. All of these next 5, they're all just coming around that final corner now before they go into pit lane. So let's see where Keyboard Captain now comes out.
Well, there you go. You're dead right, Paul. Mystic, Aussie Rooster, Seamus, Koi Garp, all in. Keyboard Captain just about to enter into the bus stop chicane, so we'll keep an eye on that table on the left hand side, and we'll look for the fuel going in. The guys are probably not even at the pit crew yet, let alone changing tyres. So Keyboard Captain then just coming around turn 11 and 12. It's two separate corners here, 11 and 12, but it's actually one big banked corner. Let's have a look. Mystic Clegg, fuel started to go into the cars now. This is going to be very tight as Keyboard Captain goes past the pit entry. Now it may show any second now that Keyboard Captain is in the lead, but it's he's got to pass that pit exit before he is in the lead. In fact, let's go up to Mystic Clegg. Let's have a look.
There's Mystic coming out. And
Mystic has come out just ahead. Yeah, sorry to jump in there, Paul, but Mystic has come out just ahead. Aussie Rooster also managed to get out, but has lost that place to Keyboard, and Aussie is on the hard tyre, so I'm expecting Grahamid. He's got the momentum, and Grahamid is going to go through as well as they come up through turn 4 at Porschplatz, heading towards turn 5. And yeah, Grahamid gets that move done on Aussie Rooster, and I think Vane is lining Aussie Rooster up as well. So Mystic Clegg, although he's out in front, that gap is getting a bit shorter now. Mystic Clegg on the hard tyres, Keyboard Captain on the mediums, and they are, what, 1 or 2 laps old, so they're well warmed up now.
Yeah, the trouble is Aussie came out, and he's come out on them hard tyres, and there's nothing worse than coming out into a big crowd of cars that are all on warm tyres, or hot tyres, and yours is still freezing cold.
Yeah,
you just got nowhere. They're just going to pass you. They're just it's bye bye, and that's
even you're right, Paul. And even with a decent track temperature like we're going to have here in Florida, it's not going to be enough for Aussie. They're not going to heat up quick enough. So he needs to get a good couple of laps in to get those hard tyres up to some sort of decent temperature. Let's just have a look, see what's happening at the top, because I think this is where it's going to get interesting. We're on lap 10. We're coming towards the end of lap 10, and you can just see Keyboard Captain there behind Mystic Clegg. I'm just trying to work that gap out. What do you reckon, about 4 seconds, 5 seconds?
I would say, yeah, about 4, I would think, looking at that.
As they come into turn 1 now, then Keyboard Captain is obviously going to be able to take this corner just a little bit quicker, a little bit tighter through the turns. Grahamid, he's staying there with Keyboard as well. Grahamid got his foot on the podium at the minute. Got a glass of champagne waiting for him. Aussie Rooster in 4, still holding on, but this is much better racing from Aussie Rooster. He will be enjoying this one, even though he's down in 4th at the minute. It's a massive improvement on his first race. Obviously got the technical issues sorted out, whatever it was, forced into the pits, wasn't he? After, the first 2 or 3 laps was poor old Aussie on race 1. Then we've got Vane in 5th. They've all calmed down just a little bit now. Seamus in 6th. He's in the posh car, look, the Harrods one.
I wonder if he bought it from Harrods.
Yeah, a lot more expensive than the other guys, that one is, just because it's got Harrods written on it. It's probably got shares. I think that's what it is. I think Seamus has got shares in Harrods. So looking
gold
good.
Colour car. Well, it's not really gold, is it? Really, it's more yellow. But yeah, kind of a gold coloured Harrods car. So yeah. Oh, hang on. There's a battle ahead of him though between Aussie and Vane, coming down into the chicane.
Again, it's into the chicane, and it is Aussie Rooster just holding on to P4 with Vane moving up into P5 just behind him. Now Vane on the hard tyres, Aussie Rooster also on the hard tyres, and so is Seamus Cash. So this could be an interesting battle between the 3 of them, all of them fighting out for P4. We'll just have a quick look down. Flat P sitting there in 7th. He's on the mediums, so he should be able to catch up to the back of these guys and get involved in their little battle. We've got Koi Carp in 8th, Pete in 9th, Nordy in 10th. Not such a good race this time around for Nordy.
Looks like it's got quite a lot of damage on that car. I think we know he went off anyway, didn't we? Didn't we see it? But yeah, looks like he's not quite having it his own way this time.
Had a few scrapes, hasn't he? Mini in 11th, with Stealth in 12th and Sideways in 13th. So back up to the top, and it's still Mystic Clegg leading Keyboard Captain, although that gap has definitely closing. And Grahamid Ali, well, he's having a good race actually so far. He's just sitting behind Keyboard Captain. It's helping him with his fuel. He's just quite happy to sit there at the minute, isn't he? Just behind him, sitting in the draft, and it'll help him catch up to the back of Mystic Clegg as well. Now, the guys, we've mentioned it earlier on, they can't work together. There's no bump drafting or any of that nonsense allowed. Obviously, you can slipstream, but if you do get too close to the car in front, you are going to have to pull out, and that's where you hit this brick wall of air, and that is what Grahamid's doing. So it may be just a case of just feathering the throttle a little bit for Grahamid if he wants to sit behind keyboard into the chicane. Sorry, go on.
He looks like he's got a little bit more pace than Keyboard Captain. I mean, obviously he has got that slipstream effect that's probably helping him, but he's in a real good position here, Graham. I think he could really take this. He could get second place here.
If he fancies second, is he? Well, to be fair, the actual win is not off the cards at the minute, as Mystic Clegg. He's having a good race, and he's trying to maintain that gap at the minute. He is on the hard tyres, though, and that's the only thing that's really going to hold him. He's had a great race, to be fair, as Mystic Clegg. And I've got to say, to be honest, he deserves the win. But can he hold on with those hard tyres? You can see Keyboard Captain and Grahamid have got the better grip, so can keep those lines just a little bit tighter. Mystic Clegg probably having to brake just a little bit earlier than he normally would, and the back end is going to be a little bit looser as well, but we shall see. We've got 3 laps, including what's left of this one, to go. As we look down the order, Vane sitting in 4th. He's managed to get by Aussie Rooster now down into 5th. He's also on those hard tyres. We've got Flat B in 6th, Quick Up in 7th, then Seamus, Pete, Nordy. Nordy and Pete getting a bit touchy-feely as well as they come up towards turn 5. It is Nordy on the inside.
Nice. He's been in the wars a little bit in this race, Peter.
he has, hasn't he? And I think the body shop guys will have something to say to him when he takes that McLaren back, although it doesn't look too bad at the minute from here, but I bet when you get a bit up close and personal, you can see a few scratches. But I'm sure he would have enjoyed himself. He's had a good battle as Pete. He's in 10th at the minute with Mini in 11th, Stealth in 12th. Not really seeing much of Stealth. Let's have a look at Stealth. It's looking a bit foggy out there, isn't it? Stealth then just behind Mini as they come up towards the chicane. Stealth going through the gears just to try and keep that car nice and flat as he goes across the curbs, trying to avoid the penalties. So that's Stealth chasing Mini down. We're on lap 13. Well, we're coming towards the end of lap 13. So the guys up front will just about be starting lap 14 now. And then we've got Sideways down in 13th. So, as we say, Mystic Clegg still out in front, but the gap now, look at that gap now between Keyboard Captain and Mystic Clegg. Let's jump on board with Keyboard, shall we? A quick look behind. Well, where's Grahamid gone?
Still there, but he has just fell back a little bit.
Bit twitchy from Keyboard. Yeah, let's have a look. Oh, we can't do. I sometimes doing this because sometimes you can see down into the footwell and see the old feet doing the dance as he gets on and off those pedals. But
it's dark out there. You can't really see it, can you? No,
it's a bit too dark, isn't it, at the minute? As Keyboard Captain really puts the pressure on Mystic Clegg. Mystic Clegg doing everything he possibly can to keep Keyboard behind him. He is on those hard tyres, though. Now then, what's happened to Grahamid? Well, he is there. He's just dropped off the back of those two guys, so maybe the win is off the cards now for Grahamid. But somebody who's definitely got the bit between his teeth is Keyboard. He goes high and wide as we come around turn 8, heading towards the chicane. Now then, Keyboard, surely he's going to back out of this one. He's not going to go side by side with Mystic Clegg into the chicane. Oh, tell a lie. Yes, they are. As Keyboard Captain keeps it nice and tight. Well, I didn't think they were going to make that, but great racing from the pair of them. Gave each other the room that they needed to get that move done. That could have gone horribly wrong.
Could have, yeah. It did look like something was going to happen there, but they did well through there. Can you just go on to Graham a second? Yeah, so I think he's fuel saving now. Remember, he was the one that came in very early.
He did, lap 5, didn't he?
He had a lot of laps to do on those medium tyres, and that fuel, I think he's had to that, which is why he's dropped back to where he is, because he's now in the clutches of these lot.
You say that. If we look at Vane in 4th, the fuel light is actually on for him. We are on the final lap, so they are going to get this lap done. So I think Grahamid, if he is, he doesn't need to fuel save. just floor it. Just go for it now, Grahamid.
I think he's okay now, yeah. I think he was up to that point. I think he must have just done like a one lap of kind of a different fuel map in there.
Yeah, I think Vane has got to be a little bit careful. He's definitely running out of fuel. Flat B, he's okay for fuel. He's sitting in 5th. Then we've got Aussie Rooster in 6th. We've got Seamus in 7th. He's having a good old fight with Koi Carp in 8th, but he's got the fuel light flashing as well. Oh, he goes across the grass.
Oh, no.
He's got dirty tyres, so he just needs to be a little bit careful around turn 5, but yeah, he's okay. He's okay. We're just following through turn 6 because we just want to make sure that the back end doesn't decide to come round on him as he tries to get the power down again. But no, those tyres should be okay now. So Koi Carp in 8th. Then we've got Nordy in 9th. We've got Stealth in 10th. Sideways 11th. Pete in 12th and Mini in 13th. But back up to our race leader. Well,
so his keyboard now feels
we're gonna have to go back and have a go back a long way because wow, we have to go back a long way because Keyboard actually got the job done, didn't he?
Chicane, and I think this is the end of that. So I think Mystic Clegg's just got into the slipstream out of the exit from the chicane, and this is where we're picking it up from at this point. And
into turn 1. That was a great move from Mystic Clegg. He's on those hard tyres as well. And Keyboard couldn't do anything about that. There was no point even trying to fight it because Mystic Clegg just had the momentum to carry him through turn 1. As you've said on a few occasions already, Paul, you can get that move done on the outside, and Mystic Clegg just proved it there. Keyboard captain having to... Oh, he's got damage.
I wonder if has he hit the wall in that turn 1. We didn't really see it, but maybe.
He may have hit the wall. He's now right up the smelly end, as a colleague of ours will say. Oh, it's Mystic Clegg. I thought he'd lost the back end then as he picked up a bit of grass. Excuse me. We're going to stay with these two because we did actually go back quite a few seconds. So we've seen what was happening behind. So we're just going to stay with these two. Keyboard starts to lose it again. Oh, that was a big old slide, wasn't it? Coming out of turn 6. And I think that is what has opened the gap up between himself and Mystic Clegg. But you can't take anything away from Mystic Clegg. He's on those hard tyres and has been for the last, 6 laps. Fuel is running out. But what a fantastic race he's had. Up to the chicane they go. And Mystic Clegg still in front, just ahead of Keyboard Captain.
Oh.
And now they are going to be side by side. And it is going to be a race to the finish because this is the final lap. As they come around turn 12 on the front straight, Mystic Clegg gets into the slipstream. He's hoping for a bit of a slingshot out of turn 12 onto the straight. Now then, this is going to be so tight as they head towards the line. I think Keyboard Captain is just about going to get there, isn't he? Just ahead of Mystic Clegg. And he does. What a finish. Keyboard Captain takes the win. Mystic Clegg in second. Grahamid finishes in third. Great race for Grahamid. Flappy is fourth. Seamus fifth. Koi Carp is sixth. Then we've got Nordy. He's going to come across the line to take seventh. Aussie Rooster eighth. Stealth ninth. Vane comes in 10th. Sideways. Well, he's got plenty of fuel. He's going to. I thought he'd slowed right down then. Probably has slowed down. Sideways comes in.
Run out of fuel.
I did as well. Peter crossed the line in 12th with Mini coming in 13th. Well, what a fantastic race that these guys have put on for us here in Florida. Well, brilliant stuff, Paul. Brilliant stuff.
That was great. A couple of really good races there, real good battles everywhere. Didn't matter where you looked, there was stuff going on, and turn 1 and the chicane was were the places where it was all happening. Really good stuff.
You've got to say well done to Mystic Clegg. It looked like Keyboard Captain had got that one, but managed to hold on with the hard tyres as well, so well done to him. Next week, I believe, we are going to be at Trial Mountain.
I think it's Dragon Trail Seaside.
Dragon Trail. I don't know why I've got Trial Mountain written down. It is. You're right. It's Dragon Trail Seaside, isn't it? Excuse me. So. Dragon Trail Seaside. So join us for that. We may well be back next Monday about the same time. So if you're free, why not drop in and join us? I just want to say a massive thank you to Paul for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you with us.
Yeah, you're welcome, Mark. Anytime.
And I want to say thank you to Grahamid as well, because he saves the replays and he shares them straight away, which enables us to bring you these races the day after. And I want to say thank you to all the guys on track as well. Some fantastic racing tonight. Really enjoyed it. If you enjoy these races, just remember to hit that like button, and if you've not subscribed, if you could do so, that would help me out. In the meantime, take care, and I shall catch you all very soon.